The age-old debate over whether natural talent or hard work determines success has persisted for generations. Some argue that hard work and perseverance are all that's needed to reach the top, pointing to stories of people who have achieved greatness through grit and determination. Others insist that natural strengths and talents play an equally vital role, perhaps even a more important one. Books like Talent is Overrated suggest that effort trumps talent, while works like First Break All the Rules emphasize the significance of leaning into one's natural abilities. So, which argument holds more weight? Let's delve into this puzzle. The truth lies somewhere in between. Hard work is undeniably essential for success, but so too are our natural strengths. Think about it. No matter how much effort you put into something, you can't completely change your fundamental abilities. Yes, you can improve skills and knowledge, but those innate strengths form the foundation upon which success is built. Understanding and leveraging these strengths is key, especially when we look at how successful individuals have risen to the top. Take the example of Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple. His success wasn't solely due to his work ethic or his business skills. In fact, many argue that Jobs wasn't the most polished businessman. He lacked some of the traditional traits of a corporate leader, like patience or a knack for managing people. Yet his ability to think creatively, envision the future, and design groundbreaking products was unmatched. Rather than trying to change his shortcomings, Jobs chose to lean into his natural creativity and vision. He surrounded himself with people who could handle the day-to-day management of the company, enabling him to focus on what he did best: innovation. The result? A company that would go on to change the world. The lesson here is clear. Focus on your strengths, and don't waste time trying to fix every weakness. This isn't to say you should ignore your flaws entirely. Of course, there are times when addressing weaknesses is necessary. But when it comes to reaching your highest potential, the key lies in amplifying what you're naturally good at and managing areas where you fall short. So, how do we define these natural strengths? Natural strengths aren't just about talent in a specific area like sports or the arts. They refer to recurring patterns of thinking, feeling, or behaving that consistently produce positive outcomes in particular areas. These strengths develop over time and often take root in early childhood. The brain forms neural pathways based on these strengths, and these pathways are difficult to change. In fact, research shows that they form deep neural networks, highways in the brain, that are not easily altered. What this means is that while we have the capacity for learning and growth through neuroplasticity, our natural strengths are deeply embedded in our brain structure. For example, a person might have a natural talent for abstract thinking, making them great at solving complex problems or seeing the bigger picture. Another might possess a knack for social interactions, excelling in building relationships and influencing others. These natural talents form the foundation upon which skills are built. But it's important to recognize that while our natural strengths give us a head start, skills and knowledge are still essential to achieving success. Here's where it gets interesting. You might think that if you're born with certain strengths, you're automatically set for success. While natural abilities are critical, skills are what help us refine and polish those strengths. The difference is like the difference between raw talent and refined skill. Take public speaking, for instance. If you have natural verbal fluency or a talent for storytelling, you already have a strong foundation. But to become an exceptional speaker, you need to build upon that foundation by developing skills like body language, speech structure, and audience engagement. Additionally, knowledge about how to use visual aids or how to manage your nerves can further elevate your speaking abilities. The key takeaway here is that success is a combination of natural strengths, learned skills, and gained knowledge. It's a three-layer approach that can help you become great in any field. However, if you lack some of the natural strengths required for a particular task, don't be discouraged. Instead, look for ways to develop them or find alternative solutions. For instance, if you want to become an excellent public speaker, but you lack the natural charisma or presence, focus on the skills you can develop. You can learn how to manage your body language or master speech techniques, and you can always rely on your strengths and verbal fluency to carry you through. The real secret to success is not about trying to fix every single flaw. Instead, it's about leveraging your strengths and outsourcing or managing the areas where you're less skilled. There's no need to waste precious time or energy trying to become perfect in every area of your life. By focusing on what you do best, you'll find that your results are far more impactful and sustainable. Think about it in terms of your career. If you're a great writer but struggle with details, don't beat yourself up trying to become perfect at proofreading. Use technology or hire someone to handle the tedious details of spelling and grammar. This allows you to focus on creating high-quality content that's in alignment with your strengths. Similarly, if you excel at strategy but struggle with executing day-to-day operations, hire or collaborate with someone who is great at managing tasks. This way, you're freeing up time to focus on what you're naturally good at. This approach goes beyond personal success. It can be applied to businesses and organizations as well. In any team, individuals have varying strengths. A great team isn't made up of people who are all good at the same things. Instead, it's composed of people who bring different natural strengths to the table and work together to complement each other's weaknesses. The best leaders understand this dynamic and build teams that allow everyone to thrive in their area of expertise. Consider Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla. Musk is a visionary and an inventor, known for his ambitious ideas and technical expertise. However, he's not the best at managing day-to-day operations or dealing with all the details that go into running such large companies. Musk, like Jobs, understands his own strengths and knows how to leverage them. He surrounds himself with experts who can handle the operational side, allowing him to focus on what he does best, driving innovation and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. This is why traditional self-help advice, which often focuses on fixing flaws, can be counterproductive. Instead of trying to force yourself to be perfect, why not double down on your natural strengths? Recognizing your strengths and mitigating your weaknesses is far more effective than endless self-improvement. Success isn't about trying to be well-rounded in every area. It's about mastering the things that come naturally to you and collaborating with others who can fill in the gaps. By leveraging your natural strengths, you unlock a powerful way to achieve success. You avoid the frustration of constantly trying to fix every perceived weakness, and you focus on what brings you the most fulfillment and impact. And remember, this doesn't mean ignoring your weaknesses entirely. It means managing them strategically, either by delegating, outsourcing, or working around them in smart ways. Ultimately, when you embrace your natural strengths and align your career, business, or life with what you do best, success becomes not just a possibility, it becomes inevitable. The results will come faster, and you'll be much more satisfied with the journey. So, rather than wasting time on areas where you aren't naturally gifted, focus on the strengths that set you apart and build a team or system around the areas where you can grow. It's the key to unlocking your full potential.